I need to find a ship.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Caldwin has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find her. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive.
Yeah, sorry, Drew.
We're in this with the
Potato
Duke
level
of
internet.
Serkino, sink or swim.
Every time we've played a game, it doesn't really... Yeah, we don't have good Wi-Fi down here in Oz.
The former Empress, Emily Caldwin, has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
Yeah, Emily is the only one that I did, Jen. I haven't done her father yet.
Who's there?
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Are you hiding?
Well, I haven't been discovered yet, Lewis, so... Oh no, I can't, because they've already found a body, so... I'm gonna try, but I've always been bad at it. I just usually prefer to go to low chaos. Because everybody likes a good ending, so...
What?
That was close.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Caldwin is our new Empress. All hail Delilah, first of her name. Further, the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined and arrested. People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. You're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
Someone there?
You're done!
Well, I guess we can throw that shadow out of the business.
Citizens of Dunwall, listen up. For the sake of your family, turn over all information concerning Emily Caldwin and Corvo Atana. You aren't going anywhere! And treason.
See, I played this before, so I had like a whole big long string of like ways that I wouldn't be discovered. So I was like, I'll go this way, then I go this way, then I'll do this, but no. And I keep pressing that because I just finished playing a game.
Gotta get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Ah, fuck me.
Not my concern, citizen.
Well, at least I can try again. I can try again. At least I know I'm not doing no powers mode. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm back here.
I need to find a ship.
Listen up, I have bad news.
Back to
Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Caldwin has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find her. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkino, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now.
Kinda dry. You could really go for a whiskey or something. Maybe one of them 2-penny drinks.
Let's just put it in.
The former...
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like that'd be too easy, Lewis. And it would kind of take away from the fun of trying to sneak around.
Hard times. Gotta be on the lookout.
Hello?
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, it doesn't matter, I never was too good at shadow runs anyway.
Attention,
Don't you
Dunwall
forget to
citizens.
Attention Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Caldwin is our new empress. All hail Delilah, first of her name. Further, the former empress, Emily Caldwin, is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined and arrested. People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. You're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do no powers in my own time. That way I don't know, I guess I'm just more comfortable. This is how I do it normally.
Listen up. For the sake of your family, turn over all information concerning Emily Caldwin and Corvo Atano, wanted for murder and treason. I'm hungry.
Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that.
Yeah, this is the route I normally take when I'm...
Shh. We shouldn't be talking about this.
Until later, then.
This is the route I normally take when I do my stealth one.
Body? What? Here? I don't want to die. What's all this wreck?
I've just been discovered.
I'll be right there. I'll help you look around.
We've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Hold on.
Uh, well, stealth games? Like, I don't really think it's that hard, per se. Well, like, even the normal mode can be quite challenging, because they discover you super quickly. But if you put it on the hardest setting that it's got, then it is really freaking hard.
Hey, over here.
But if it's on easy, it takes you like...
Lady Emily, you won't get
it takes
far
like a
with that
full
face. Stamped on
4
half the
seconds to
coins
get
in the city.
for them to investigate. Then it's like another 3 seconds for them to
My name's Megan
actually
Foster.
find and attack you.
I
So
work with
if
an
it's
old ally of
easy,
yours.
it's easy.
Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south.
And
I
the
came to
AI
warn you.
like
I know,
changes
But Corvo's
depending on
gone.
the level that you've
The Duke of
selected.
Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah.
Because normally
He
games keep the
massacred
same
everyone in the
AI
throne room.
level
Then
intelligence.
she did something I can't
They'll just
explain.
increase things like how much
There was
damage they
nothing to
do
do but run.
or
Sometimes that's all you can
how
do.
quickly
This is
they
my
can
ship,
discover you,
the
but
Dreadful
in this
Whale.
game it
We can head out as soon as
scales.
you're ready.
I need
For
to get to
instance,
Karnaca where the Crown Killer
You remember
started.
earlier
Delilah
when
must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure
I
out what's going on.
chokehold that guy?
You're Corvo's daughter.
His friend
I'll give
turned
you
around
that.
and said, "Huh, where did
Should
you
we
go?"
go?
But because I've scaled it up to normal,
Yes,
it
I'm
does.
ready.
I got discovered, but at least I didn't kill anyone. No, no. See, I tend to
Am I
be
still aboard Megan's
suckers
ship?
for good
Feels
ending in games.
Odd.
So like, I'll often try my hardest to like players. It's not really a spoiler at this point because it's been out for that long, but you play as the chick on the boat who we just met, and you can either kill or save the this dude I'm talking
Someone
to.
yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father, and I promise Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood?
This stream might kick out again, guys, so I'm sorry if it does.
Now it's your turn.
Because again, potato internet.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true. Incredible.
So
This
in
is how I'm
case
gonna save my
you
father
will,
and reclaim the
well,
throne.
this is mainly be for Drew, but in case Drew doesn't really know who the outsider is, he's not really bad or good. He's not really bad or good, he's just more of a guy who, well, not technically a guy, he's a god technically, but he's just more of a god who likes to intervene in events rather than actually be specifically bad or be specifically good. He gives like each side equal opportunity to win. So he's like, he gave Delilah powers, kind of like he's giving Emily powers now.
You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence with you for a while.
He's kind of like Loki, yeah. He's like a trickster. But you know, like Loki is generally considered evil by most people, or at least the way Marvel has depicted him. But he's not. Yeah, he's not really good or bad. He just likes to meddle with events to see what happens. Loki's fun. Yeah, I guess. His heart always kind of freaked me out, like especially in the first game. Now it's just got updated graphics.
Who is Delilah really? How could she? I don't understand.
Shouldn't be here. No one should.
Just look at it go in my hand. Ugh.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fun and sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Well, the first game... Well, I don't know. Well, sorry about that. But I kind of like to play Corvo in both games. People are like, oh, Emily should have her spotlight, but... I don't know. Kind of being the father and a protector playing through both games and their stories.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close,
Like, the interesting thing
like
is,
the ocean and strange spices.
like, your character that you play as depends on the, like, what kind of story you get from the game, too.
The birthplace of my father. Megan
Because, as she just told you, all she said,
despite her guarded
all she's said, as she just said, that her dad was born here.
Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer.
But that's all the details she goes
to
into.
my political adversaries.
But when you play as the dad, he talks about his early life and how he loved drinking and how he loved to, you know, how he loved to fight people and how he became the greatest swordsman ever, and then how he moved to Dunwall. So, I guess these before the games were like, so this is what's happened, go do this. Now it's actually like character driven. It's more about what people see and perceive of the other characters. And that's one of the main reasons why this second game did so well. Yeah, I ain't gonna read that. You can also do some small things to help Megan around the ship. I don't really know if they change anything much. Yeah, like, every time you come back, there'll be a new thing for you to do here. I don't know if it's just for gear, or whether it's like, for or whether it actually like affects the way the dreadful whale works, but I just do them because I'm a good Samaritan.
Must be cursed. Daft old man. You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the crown.
That's the whole thing about the second game.
He wanted to warn
about
Korva.
fleshing out the characters more.
There were reports about tensions
You know,
rising.
the first game was the silent protagonist,
street
but
violence.
I'm glad they actually gave him a voice in this one.
Didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
Yeah, I do, but not for a few
The Duke
hours.
has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy.
I got
He
another
came
2
in looking
hours.
shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers.
Well, the game always was good at evolving based on your choices.
All right.
Like
I'll get inside.
most games just change the way
Crown Killer has
other
to be
characters talk
eliminated,
to
and if
you.
the alchemist will cooperate. Maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov.
Almost 2 o'clock in the
Wish me
afternoon.
luck.
But yeah, most
If you need
most
my
games
luck,
just
Sokolov's
change
as
the
good
way
as dead.
people
When you get done
interact
at the
with
Institute,
you,
disable the
or
watchtower.
other stuff
Once
like
it's
that.
down, I'll bring the boat around.
But this game actually,
We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
this game actually changes how like the levels are, how the mood of your character, how they get a lot darker and meaner, and how the world just really starts to suck around you.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
And again, I've already played through this game quite a few times, so I know, like, what I'm doing. I'm just a bit rusty with the combat, but I know my way around, and I know a few little secrets, so normally, you'd, like, find this stuff using the heart or whatever, but I kind of know where I'm going.
I'd take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Karnaka. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we...
You go all the way over there
This is
later
a
in the
good
game,
spot.
which is pretty cool.
Reach Addermeyer. Take out
Because
the
it
Crown
makes it
Killer,
feel like
and
it's
find out
part
where
of
Sokolov was
like a
taken.
world, like a big
The
connected
alchemist,
world, which is what I
Hypatia.
really like.
She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermeyer. Just wait to bring up the boat until
Dark
after
Souls
I've
does that
disabled the
pretty
watchtower.
well as well.
Welcome to Karnaka, stranger.
What ship is that out there? You know the skipper on my bad feet. I should be able to complain. Someone. Hello there.
You know that was supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now?
There's also more, like, treasure and shit somewhere out there. But I don't really need it. Because, well, I guess I could, but I'm not really interested in swimming all the way out there.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassination conducted in the name of the former Empress.
Hey, come here.
By the former Royal Protector, Corvo.
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
Your face is no concern of mine. You won't regret it. I'll take that deal. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
Oh shit. Hang on, guys. It's alright, I gotta do it again.